he went to a lot of different places. So let's take a look. I recently had the opportunity to not only see the annual solar eclipse in Utah, but also travel through some of the most beautiful landscapes in America while the autumn colors were at their peak. My friends and I organized this trip well in advance to experience the grandeur of the Rockies while we were out to see the eclipse. The first few are from a river we stopped by when we first arrived in Colorado. If I remember correct, this is the Big Thompson River seen from Highway Stop 84. I like how I can also, with Behance, I can just click on the photo and it shows like an enlarged version. Yeah, and like I just love showing your photos, Cranberry, and everyone's photos. So like anyone who submits stuff like this, I would love to show because I love seeing the creativity and the artistic nature of everyone's photographs and art and stuff. So like if you have art, you have photos, like this is a nice thing to end the stream with to show everyone's creativity, because I think that everyone like should have stuff like this, a platform to see. Not only that, you've also edited these too, so they're that much better. Because each of these photos tells a really interesting story, and the way that the one thing that I absolutely love that you've done, Big, ooh, that's nice, is the way that you have this is like an adventurer's log. So you tell like each story with your photos in order of when they happen. So like this happened first, and then you move on to this. So it's like a journal, like a photo journal. The next day, we headed out to the Rocky Mountain National Park for the day. We had learned that morning that a sandstorm or snowstorm was coming, so we did not spend as long as at the park as we originally hoped. However, we still made the most of our experience. These coyotes. I like how they're looking directly at you, too. They're really cute, though, but, like, it's nice to... You know what? I'll put on some, let me go to Be Right Back. I'm going to put on some relaxing music while we are here. Let's see. Let's just like do some ocean waves, relaxing music. That way it's not just the sound of my microphone. There we go. Alright, so... Oh, I love this one. Like, I'm assuming this is a male and a female. Because I've seen coyotes up close before, and the way that this one has like a lighter fur shade makes me think that this one might be the female and then that one's the male. I should probably head to sleep for the night, just realized it's 30 past midnight my time. Well, have a good night, Amber Iris Patch. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for popping into the stream today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your night, and I hope to see you in future streams. Thank you for coming to my corner of Twitch and spending some time with me tonight. Yep. Good night, have a wonderful rest, and good luck at your orientation tomorrow. I wish you all the best of luck. The other is a ditto. Like, it looks like you got fairly close to them, too. But with a respectable distance. Like, they don't feel... Like, it looks like they were just keeping an eye on you. Like, they just, like... They realized that you were there, but they didn't really consider you a threat, necessarily. It was most like they were just like, like, this human better not. We spotted a pack of coyotes on our arrival to the park. I don't really have the best lenses for wildlife photography, but what I did have was enough to capture some nice photos of these animals out for a stroll in the meadows. It was a breathtaking experience to be amongst the enormous mountains and viewing the vast expanse of pristine wilderness from the mountainside roads. In a couple of these images, you can view the impending snowstorm as it glides across the mountains. This is fucking incredible. Excuse my language, but this is incredible. I absolutely love this, because you can see with the gap in the mountains where the clouds just kind of like fall down like this. And you can see like how the height of these mountains like is almost enough to breach the clouds, but not quite. But I just love how you can see the snowstorm physically where it is. It's just so cool. And there's like an actual trail here too. Oh, that's cool. So, like, if you notice right here, chat, there's a walkway next to the road. Now, that's a pretty scary, thin-looking road, but I like how there's an actual, like, dedicated walkway for, like, if somebody's just walking in the park here, you can actually just go there. That's pretty cool. Gosh, these mountains are just gorgeous. It looks like it was really cold, though. Like, just looking at this, I can almost feel the frigid temperatures. Not that it is like that, but it just feels like looks like it's really cold. Like, I would imagine in the summertime, this would look absolutely gorgeous. And, like, the fall colors. But it looks gorgeous as it is, but, like, say if this was, like, a mountainous meadow with, like, a lake or something, that would be, like, my paradise. Just being able to go outside and look at the mountains like that. It was a cold day, got below freezing on the mountains. Yeah, because just looking at it, it looks like I can almost feel the wind chill on my face. Because it's not even like the direct temperatures for these places, it's usually the wind chill that just screws you over. Which is why I like to wear, like, along with my hat, I like to wear masks to take away some of the wind chill. I like how this cloud almost kind of looks like smoke compared to the rest of these clouds here. I'm assuming this is part of the snowstorm that's still coming in, too. I like how you can also, like, it's hard to see from my angle, but let me see if I can lift my hand up. Like, right about getting the right position. Well, my cursor suffices. So, like, right here you can see the road that goes out of this area and into this area, and shows you, like, a sense of scale as to where you were big. Ooh, some snowy roads. Like, I tell you what, chat, I'm looking forward to the snow, but not the ice. Like, I've always loved enough snow where, like, you can have some fun in it, and it's pretty to look at, and it's quiet, but I've just never really liked ice. Like, I don't think anyone really likes ice on the roads, but, like, I'm really looking forward to this kind of winter time, where it's just a nice little blanket of snow, where you can look at it, and it's pretty. I like this picture because it kind of, like, seeing, I'm assuming this is one of your friends, Big. I like this because it reminds me of those highway photos, like in the desert, where, like, you have this one person in the center of the road, and it kind of looks like a movie poster, or like a book, or like a travel magazine. So I like this picture because it's proof that Bigfoot is real. Oh yeah, it definitely looks like it's cold because they're all bundled up. But look at that view. It's like, I really want to see these places. Because living in the Midwest, you don't really get a lot of mountains. Like, the most that you'll see is, like, the Ozarks. So, like, you go down to, like, Arkansas or something like that, and you'd see some mountains, but they're not nearly to the extent of these. Like, when I went to Shenandoah National Park, and I saw the Appalachians, that was probably one of the most beautiful locations I've ever been in. Because in the Ozarks, you don't really get to see mountains this tall. What strikes me here is that the trees are not brightly colored for fall. I'm so used to a world painted in color. Let me go back just because I don't want to miss any of the text. We soon reached a section of the road that was closed off due to the snowstorm. Out of curiosity, we walked up the road to observe the scenery that we couldn't drive through. We took care to pace ourselves. We were about 10,000 feet above sea level, and us three Midwesterners were seriously feeling the effects of the high altitude. It was a worthwhile walk, as we saw the humbling enormity of the landscape combined with the forces of nature. We made our way back down the mountain to take a detour road toward our next destination after the park. We stopped at a couple more trails along the way. These are the ones I just looked at. I just love these mountains big. Like this, I'm so jealous that you got to do something like this, because it's just so beautiful. Like, I can just imagine this in the summertime or the spring, where like the air is nice and warm, but not too hot, and you can just look up in a clear sky with like maybe like partly cloudy skies. Our final stop at the park was across a meadow trail into the section of forest that had been devastated by a wildfire a few years ago. We got to experience walking through an example of nature's healing process. I chatted with a local couple who remarked at how quickly the area was regenerating since the wildfire's destruction. I'm very much a woman of the mountains. You are the grappling hook girl. It's not just a title, it's who you are. See, this kind of looks like an African savanna almost, with the way that the grass is here. Oh, if Blaze is still in chat. Blaze, if you're still in chat, we found you! It's Blaze! We've got some deer. Yeah, I'm assuming this is probably from the wildfire, but seeing like these here kind of reminds me of Cranberry's photos of Mount St. Helens. Seeing like some of the dead trees, but in the background we see all these healthy trees too. So it's like, it's really interesting to see nature heal itself like that. Oh, it's Blaze! We found him! Our hike through the last section of the trail brought us deeper into the forest. As we were walking, we were surprised to notice 3 elk sitting a mere 30 feet away from us. I calmly brought out my larger lens to capture photos of this rare moment. They're just kind of chilling, too. They're like, eh. I don't really care that there's a human there. They're so beautiful, though. Like, just look at the size of their antlers, too. It's got like a little bit right here, and then it just goes up and up. It was a nice way to end a good journey through the Rocky Mountain National Park. We weren't there for a very long compared to what we originally planned, but it was still a very pleasant and memorable experience, even if it was tiresome to move around due to the high altitude. We later made our way to our next hotel, driving through a snowstorm and several mountains tunnels in the process. The view of fresh snowfall that evening and the next day made for an interesting blend of fall and winter aesthetic. Ooh. Those are really great pics. Extremely photogenic elks. Given enough time, nature can heal nearly anything. This photo was taken mere seconds before the elk charged. Big was never seen again. Well, see, that's the thing, is that Big was never seen again because he suplexed the elk and then the universe imploded. The snow did not last except in the higher altitudes, as we will later see. Our next day's journey would involve our crossing from mountains of evergreens and yellow aspens to a vast desert valley. We made several stops along the way to admire Colorado's beauty. And here's some river pictures. And I see that camera technique you're using here to make the water look nice like that. Wait, was there somebody standing there? No, like in this photo right here, there's... Oh, dang it, I'm not trying to do that. Yeah, there's somebody standing right there. Bum bum bum. Like, is this did you notice that there was somebody there? Yeah, more proof that Bigfoot is real. Or like these are the ghosts from the ghost train. So like it is a forest, so these are the ghosts that were meant to go on the train but are stuck in limbo because we detached the rail car. No, I noticed. Okay, good, because that would have been kind of scary. But over here, it looks like we've got some artificial stuff here. Like it's like concrete and some other stuff. Looks like a dumping ground, or it maybe not a dumping ground, but maybe this is like something that like got pushed downstream. So like it came from somewhere else and was pushed downstream. This is just where it congregated. I like this one especially because the way that the leaves look, it looks like they're just stuck under the surface of the water. I'm also going to change the stream title to just chatting. Yeah, it looks like this is obviously some man-made stuff here, but still. Like I said, I don't think it's necessarily a dumping ground. I think it just congregated there. The river stop quickly became one of my favorite places to photograph. Unfortunately, I can't remember where this was. In many ways, it captured the essence of all of the things I had hoped to see in Colorado. River rapids of clear water, beautiful forests, and distant mountains. We spent nearly an hour at this spot alone, taking it all in. It was a wonderful opportunity to practice photography using longer exposure times, so that the appearance of the water becomes smoother and details under the surface are more easily seen. Photographing running water is one of my favorite things, whether in the form of rivers or waterfalls, because it is therapeutic for me to be near these areas and capture their beauty on camera for others to see. And you absolutely did, because this is gorgeous. Because, like, this is under the surface of the water, and this is a flowing stream, yet you were able to capture the leaves very well here. And then, like, all the moss and stuff on this rock here. So there's, like, a lot of story to tell in just a few of these images. I wish I had a camera as good as Biggs. Yeah, like, honestly, Cranberry, like, if I were to ever get a new DSLR, I would 100% send you my old one, because I think you would have a blast being able to take photos like this. Because, like, I love your photos already, but seeing, like, the stuff that you see in a higher quality, like, I would 100% support that. Because both of you just have a really good eye for nature. I can almost, like, hear the water flowing, too. Not because there's water in this YouTube video that I have, but, like, I can almost hear the flow of this river. Like, I can just imagine myself just standing on one of these rocks and just getting really close to the water's edge, taking photos. There's more of that concrete stuff. Yeah, I feel like that was... It looks like it's part of, like, a parking lot or part of a road or something that just, like, got washed downstream. Oh, that's so beautiful. My camera is literally a Samsung Galaxy A11. It's literally a free phone. My first camera was a Galaxy S7. It's one I got for free from TrackPhone. You know, like, I could probably, if you want, Cranberry, I could see about maybe walking you through some of the camera settings on the phone. Because, like, there's, I don't know how it is for, like, Samsung phones, but I did sell them at one point. When I worked for Target, I did consumer cellular customer service, so I sold phones. So, like, I got to, like, get really into, like, Samsung and Android stuff. There's a lot of hidden settings that a lot of people don't know about, so if you ever wanted, like, some stuff with that, I could maybe see if, like, I can optimize the phone camera as best as possible. Yeah, I'd love to help as much as I can, because I really love all of your photos, like, and that goes for everybody in the community, so Pyrofox, Cranberry, Big, like, all of your photos are just gorgeous. Like, this is just beautiful. Like, I could just sit here for hours. Because the way that you can see the sunlight reflecting off the water here. For some inexplicable reason, we found a pair of pants here. So, my thing about this is, this pair of pants here tells a story, and I'm also blocking the pair of pants, so let me move myself over here. And then... There we go. So, my thing is that this pair of pants here tells a story. Who lost their pants? Like, who... Like, did somebody just take their pants off and leave it there and go for a swim? Like, was it thrown off the side of the road and just ended up here? Did it fall downstream? Like, the countryside was nice. The pants were singing. You were in the same countryside as John Freeman. Yeah, I want to say that's a pair of... It almost looks like a pair of women's jeans. But I can't tell from here. But it's like... They're relatively good shape, so they haven't been outside for they haven't been outside for very long. Because there's no dirt or anything on it. It looks like, but then again, I'm only seeing one side of the pair of pants, but it looks like it hasn't been outside for a while. So this could have been recent. Like, the person who lost their pants is probably out there. So you could have potentially ran into a pantsless maniac running through the woods. We quickly approached another stop that greatly represented Colorado's beauty. Once again, I could not take my eyes or my camera off of it for a while. Oh, dude! I love how you can see, like, the mist from the mountains and the clouds here. That is just incredible. Not only that, like, the way that this is shaped, so this is also camera technique stuff. So the way that this is shaped, you can see, like, it's almost like a Photoshop layer. So, like, if I wanted to animate this in Photoshop, what I would do is I would take this part right here, and then this right here, and then I would make them separate layers. But, like, it just, you can see the shape here, and that's really cool. I think whoever it is decided to go streaking. Yeah, that's what I think. Like, I mean, what better place to go streaking than the middle of the woods? I mean, nobody's going to tell you can't do it. Especially if you're in a natural place like this, you may as well go commando. But yeah, the mist on the mountains is what gets me. Because it reminds me of, like, Lord of the Rings, like the Misty Mountains. But then you've got, like, this contrast of, like, these fall colors, you've got these evergreens, and then you've got the Misty Mountains. So it's like fall, like spring-ish, and then winter. It's like the world's a beautiful place when you just know where to look. And that's something that always fascinates me as an amateur photographer myself, is that I get to see what other people's artistic eye sees. And just seeing all of these things is just really beautiful, especially with this music playing too, so it kind of adds to a little bit of the emotion. So we can completely forget about all the trauma that we just experienced in Final Fantasy VI, but... Okay, that is pretty cool. So this little black spot right here, that's the shadow of the clouds. I've always loved that when you could see the actual physical shadow of the clouds. And it looks like there's a cabin or like a house or something right here too. Ooh. We approach 3 more vistas within the Grand Mesa area as we leave Colorado and approach Utah for the last section of today's journey. Note the contrast: snowy forests and mountaintops, soon giving way to sparse valleys, and soon an entire desert landscape. Which I'm assuming that's what this is here. You can just see for miles, too. Wait, is that all? Okay, on the second part of this road trip photo series, we spent a very full day exploring southern Utah, arriving early at Goosenecks State Park to catch the solar eclipse and take full advantage of our time there to explore and stargaze in one of the most interesting regions in America. I hope you enjoyed this photo series so far. Yes, 100%. I want to see more. Like, these are great, big. Like A plus, A plus plus. I mean, shit. Let's give you an S plus plus. This is fantastic. I love to see all of your photos and for you to share them with me because this is just exploring the realms. So my realm is just one side of the multiverse. This is the beautiful planet called Earth. So we get to see different parts of Earth, and there's still so much wonder. Like, just because a lot of things have been documented in the world doesn't mean that that can take away the wonder that one individual eye can see. So I've never seen stuff like this. So it's really nice to be able to see it through your eyes, because I'm not able to physically visit places like this. Yes, very well done. One of the most common questions I've been asked is do you hike naked? What is your answer usually to that question? So, speaking of that, I'm not going naked. I'm just pointing something out I can do with my avatar. I can do that, and I can... Oh, my arms are like super, like scary skinny. That's putting my cardigan back on. But I can take my glasses off. So, for those who have never seen Eno without their glasses on, this is what I look like without them. Yeah, I wouldn't, like, even if given the opportunity, I wouldn't do it either, just because I feel like I'd tear up my legs and my feet. I do pack a bikini in my bag, though, for times I need to do water crossing. Yeah, because I remember you did that when you, on one of your trips a while back, months ago, I remember you did that. But, you know, it's useful, because I used to do that for, I used to have, like, swimsuit under my pants, which I would do that, too. But the areas that I can swim in around here aren't really the best to be swimming in, just because there's leeches in the water, and I don't want to have leeches eat me alive. Also, opinion for those in chat, how do I look without my glasses on? Do you prefer them off or on? Because I can sometimes take them off for you if you think that, like, I look better, or like I look a certain way with and without them on. Adorable as always. What happened to Eno? Yeah, you can't see Eno. The glasses are off. You look good, by the way. Aw, thank you. Ah, no, not this! Ah! Ah! Why? Let's go bananas. But yeah, it's kind of strange whenever you see somebody without their glasses on after they've worn it for so long. It's almost like you're looking at a different person. It's kind of like how I am IRL, or at least in my human form, where like somebody like sees me without my glasses on. They seem like a completely different person because it's just part of their face and something that you recognize. But as a spirit, I don't need glasses necessarily, but I take them off because I wear them because they're decorative and I think they look adorable. But let me put my glasses back on, because that is me. So let me check this real quick. So I will go ahead and call the stream here. Thank you all so much for joining me in my realm today. Thank you for the photos, Big. Thank you for all the follows, for everybody who followed, and Yan, especially for the raid. Thank you for the raid. I will be maybe streaming tomorrow. If I go on my adventure, I might do that. But if not, I'll be seeing you again on Friday, where, if things go well, me and my brother will be completing Resident Evil 6, finally. So look for that. So maybe Friday we'll be finishing up Resident Evil. And then we'll move on to maybe Devil May Cry 5 co-op. So thank you all for... And it was nice to meet you too as well. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for joining me in my realm tonight. And everybody in my chat, I hope you have a lovely rest of your night and a wonderful tomorrow. And I will be seeing you next time. Bye-bye.